Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another edition of XGR. With me today are Anastasia Laserbeam, Chris aka The Mole, and myself, Richter Hammer, the stay-at-home dad gamer.
Woo.
So as you may know, what we like to do is we go through the news, then catch up with what we've played in the week, and then the discussion topic. And this week, coincidentally enough, is console launches. I wonder why.
How about that?
Yeah. So, first up, the news. Who'd like to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Just due to the fact that my news is almost insignificant.
So's mine.
My first bit of news, I've called it virtually a dream come true. Valve will demonstrate its own virtual reality hardware next year. It's announced during the Half-Life Makers development and publisher-only Steam Day event in January 2014. Valve will show off VR hardware and reveal how it plans to change Steam to support it. In a talk entitled What VR Could, Should, and Almost Certainly Will Be in 2 Years, Valve's respected tech genius, Mike Abrash, will discuss the mystery for hardware. So, yeah. What do you guys think about virtual reality headsets for Steam?
Oh yeah, they're bringing back the Virtual Boy. Fuck you.
Yeah. I don't know if this will be as big as they hope it will. Only because we got like the Occultus, the PlayStation 4 one that's coming out, and a whole bunch of other virtual reality headsets.
Many people are actually asking for virtual reality.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They think it's going to be the next motion control, which, hey, it could be. But the problem with it is, the reason motion control was successful is, like, the Wii launched, it was pretty cheap, you could buy it, you had the remote, it was affordable. Kinect, okay, it's about £100, or it was at one point, to buy the Kinect. Fair enough. It's about a similar price to buy the Move and the camera. Fair enough. These are like £1,000 a pop. And the people it's targeting is going to be more the casuals. Where more casual people would want virtual reality, which that's not an insult. Although, I'll admit, part of myself would also enjoy virtual reality, because I saw other games would too. But I'm not going to spend £1,000 on a virtual reality headset. I just couldn't justify that. It's like, well, for £1,000 I could buy another fucking console.
And casual gamers mean they're casual. They don't spend a whole lot of money on this. They casually go into it, not like crazy into it. It's in the name.
Yep. What's your thoughts about it, Rick?
Yeah, it's whenever they bank on, whenever they're like, "Oh, this will be the next big thing," that's when I always worry, because like you can't really predict that. You just hope.
Brock Lesnar says what? I'm kidding, just because you actually you used the phrase "the next big thing." I had to, but I can agree with that, especially when game companies say this is going to change everything. It normally changes nothing. But
you can't future-proof.
My next bit of news I've called the console peace. Huh? Because there's no war. See? No. In an uncharacteristic, as they put here, in an uncharacteristic display of sportsmanship, Microsoft congratulated Sony on its highly successful North American PS4 launch. With "Congratulations on your launch, Sony," the official Xbox tweeter said with a banner. Live Director of Programming Larry Major Nelson Hybra also took to Twitter to congratulate President of Sony, CEO of the Developer Public Relations, Adam Boyles, on the new console's launch. Then, in a response, we got, "Thanks, Larry. Your turn next week," smiley face, from Yoshida replied. "Oh, and good luck next week," Boyles added. Which means, yeah, that's just weird.
It is really weird, but I hope they're, like, sincere.
I hope they're sincere, but they're not.
Yeah.
We all know PlayStation wants to destroy Microsoft. or Xbox. Xbox wants to destroy PlayStation, and both consoles seem to love the Wii U because the Wii U is just like, okay, you two fight, we're just here doing our own thing.
So it's like that YouTube video of the end of the world where all the countries destroy each other, and then Australia's left to ask, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, you could say it's a boxing match, and I don't know, one's like PS4's one boxer, the other one's another boxer, and the Wii U's just the ref, being like, okay, good fight, people. But yeah, next bit of news I've called "All Your Problems Are Downloadable Content."
Yeah.
A study by the University of Glasgow of around 11,000 children has found no connection exists between playing video games at an early age and problems with behaviour later on in life. Researchers asked mothers to note the amount of time their children played games to report any issues occurring later on. Time spent watching television was also noted, as the team behind the study reasoned that the attention disorder and other issues could be attributed to both mediums. The key findings were as follows. Exposure to video games had no effect on behaviour, no effect on attention, and no effect on emotional issues. Watching 3 or more hours of television at age 5 did lead to a small increase in behavioural problems between 5 and 7. Neither television nor video games led to any additional emotional problems, however, and there was no difference between boys and girls in this survey result. It's also worth noting this study counters very similar research done in the US with the American children that actually claimed video games over there led a negative impact on young children. So I don't know if it's a difference between the nationalities. Yeah, I don't know if it's a difference between nationalities or not, because as I pointed out before, I don't mean this in a bad way. I've played video games with a load of Americans, some of which you know from the Xpound, and they tend to get really fucking angry and emotional at the video games, whereas the UK people are just like, cool.
We're just like naturally born angry and, like retarded.
Yes, you are. Victor, no, you, yes.
I'm just saying for most Americans. I'm not saying like there are a few exceptions, but most Americans.
There are. But that was my news. I don't know how you two felt about the study.
Sounds very in-depth in the way you described it. And I've actually, as a sociology major, taken research and study methods, and it sounds very legit.
Cool. So who wants to go next?
I'll go next. Because mine's dumb, and then you can forget about it and go to Victor. And you'll save the best for last. Okay. So, Nintendo reportedly is experimenting with an Android tablet. Ooh, Android games. Ah, the bane of our existence. Damn you, Angry Birds. No. That's just how I personally feel. But, yeah.
Angry Birds is more Apple OS than it is Android. I mean, it didn't move there later on, but it started as Apple.
Yeah, it just, all those things can just go die.
I agree. I don't like mobile gaming that much.
Yeah. But like it's cool. Like some people like it, So basically, like I saw like 1 million fucking articles about this. Like literally, there's like 1,000 million. Like, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this. They shouldn't be doing this. Oh, what is Nintendo thinking? Oh my god, they need to get the fuck out of there. And it's like, what the hell? Like, if they want to do it, let them do it. They've always pretty much done what they want anyway.
Angry Birds Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, so that's cool. They're thinking about, like,
Oh god, I just thought something with Stacey mentioning Angry Birds, so I said it's more of an Apple thing, but let's just go with Angry Birds because it's a mobile thing. You think what I'm thinking, Rick?
What?
The red Angry Bird as a guest character in the new Smash Brothers.
Wow. Oh, I hope not.
Me too.
So they said the I forget what's his face name, Montezero, he tweeted, many people will be wondering if NES, SNES, or Game Boy games. The tablet will not have these games. Educational games only. Sad face. Although he did mention games featuring Nintendo characters. So I think it's like going to be for like kids to learn how to read. Like, Link starts with the letter L. Like, I don't know. Or like, how's that going to be? Or K starts with, K's for kill. And, and like, and, G
After stomp on a poor Goomba.
Yeah.
After Toad tells Mario his princess is in another castle, how many times will Toad repeat this before Mario snaps and kills him? And then, how many years in prison will Mario serve before he becomes a prison bitch?
G is for Goomba. It is based on a racist Italian term. Yay!
Points for showing working out.
So that's...
To be fair, they've done educational Nintendo games before.
Mm-hmm.
And with it being on there, and if it's made for younger kids, it's possible I could see something I don't want to see with this. There's a load of toys out now that need like the iPad or an Apple Android tablet or something where you place a toy on it, it goes boop with the thing, and then you can then get a story or something. I can totally see that with like the Nintendo Rumble figures from the Pokemon, like put Pikachu on there, boom, you can now play a little game with Pikachu for a little bit.
That'd be cool. Like, I don't know, if I was a little kid, I'd probably like it, but, I don't know, I just think it's kind of dumb, but, like, as long as it doesn't take away from, like, other stuff they're doing, I guess I'm okay with them. Anyway, that's one of them.
Oh, didn't you heard? The Legend of Zelda Wii U has officially been cancelled in favour of this.
Shut up, I hate you. I kind of want it to be like, count the what do they call the cuckoos in Blood and Zelda? Cuckoos? I don't know.
The Legend of Zelda and the Abacus of Time.
We'll count them. 1, 2.
I want the Abacus of Time. I want the Abacus of Time.
Okay. Then, I don't know, second bit of news. I don't know if you heard about the blue light of death, thing. I actually, seen it myself because I watched a video of, like, an unboxing and testing out of it. And immediately they got it like an hour in the Netflix, and it was funny because they said they were watching Netflix and it was all good, and then they said I guess for the sake of completioncy, like, we should check out Netflix Kids. So they clicked on it, and that's what crashed their PS4. So I thought that was funny. Bastard Netflix Kids, I blame it. It's all Netflix.
Blame another victim.
I know, it's like, I haven't blamed the Netflix kids on that. They're little assholes. It's little Cabbage Patch Kids. You need to light them on fire before they are plucked, But, but apparently the failure rate is under 1%, and because, you specifically said, like, there was a specific, units that were, damaged.
It seemed to be mainly the launch ones that did it. Then there is some launch ones, but yeah, they mentioned the exact number now is 0.4% or something like that. And it's like, that's fucking ridiculously low. The reason it seems bigger is because of social media.
Yeah. Also, it says that they have replaced all faulty units already, so that's like quick response time.
Yeah, they fixed it already. Social media blew it up. It reminds me almost of what happened with the Wii U launch, which we can go into when we talk about console launches later on. Actually, it's relevant here. Do you guys remember what happened with the Wii U launch? People did the update. It says in big letters on the screen, "Do not turn off your console." So people then unturned it off. It bricked their systems, and according to social media, like within a month of it, oh my god, Nintendo's got the next red ring of death, oh my god, it's bricking systems, and you're like, okay. Then it comes out and it's like, what was the actual problem? Oh, they unplugged it, and it says, do not unplug your system.
I never had that problem.
What the fuck? Really, yeah, because you didn't have that because you didn't unplug your system.
Because I'm not retarded.
That's not mutually exclusive.
Shut up.
But I'm sure Richter remembers that.
Yep, I do.
Yeah, so everybody complaining, fuck off. Stop making a mountain out of molehill, So, yeah.
Unless you actually get it, in which case, if you actually get it, complain.
Yeah, but then you'll probably get it replaced and stuff. So,
yeah,
the squeaky wheel gets the oil,
Yeah, which, like I said, if you actually get it, complain. if you haven't got it, don't complain, because like they found out a ridiculously high number of people complaining about it hadn't even purchased one.
That pisses me off right up with people reviewing games they've never played.
Yeah, how about the one? Yeah, like the one you saw with the Amazon thing.
Oh yeah, that stupid shit. Like there was this frickin' post of a PS4. It says 1 star, and in the description it says, "I just want the Xbox One to be the highest rated console on Amazon." Fuck you! What the shit was that about? Oh my god, that was so stupid. That was probably the dumbest thing I've ever read.
That was dumb. Like I said, that was dumb. That was like when the Avengers film came out on IMDb. Before the film came out, it got like 1 star or no stars on a load of the reviews because people were like, "Boo! It's everything the Dark Knight isn't." Boo! And like, you haven't even seen the film. You don't. And B, it's not meant to be the Dark Knight.
It's a different fucking film.
Stop being a fanboy and marking it down like that.
Also, Marvel, DC, kind of different, you know. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I've mentioned in the past. Yeah. I enjoyed the Xbox, did not like the 360, do want an Xbox One in the future. However, I didn't go on Amazon and start marking it down with, "Boo, I want the Nintendo Wii to be the highest this generation," or something stupid.
That's just
that just wastes my time.
That's just dickery.
Is that what you're going to do next week?
No. Because like I said, I'm looking forward to the Xbox One. I want the Xbox One, I'm going to get that next year.
It's like, I don't know, I feel like they're just holding up a sign that says they have something to say, but because your sign's like so small, you have to use both sides just to say that. Yep. You never actually get your point across.
I will also say, when I buy an Xbox One next year, whenever I go to buy, it'll be by this time next year, one of the first things I'm going to do just to test out the audio and stuff, I will film an XGR via Skype on the 360 so we can tell the difference. I want to test that out because I'm hoping that's good. Skype on that. I mean, Skype's meant to come on PS4 later on, but I'm hoping Skype on Xbox One's good. Because I'll be honest, when I got the Xbox One, if I got any games for it and stuff shit like that's what I'll be using for Skype while I'm playing my games.
Woo!
Because it saves having a whole fucking laptop or a computer on just to use Skype.
Yeah.
I will still have a computer regardless on.
I hope you can log in separately, though.
What do you mean?
Well, so, like, if I'm playing Xbox, it won't automatically log me into Skype.
Oh, I think Skype's like, from what they showed in the video, Skype seems to be an app. So
that's what I'm hoping.
Stick it and pull it up, and then it'll put you in.
Everyone is watching you. All the time.
Yep.
I have kids, I know how that goes.
Like, I can watch my dad play video games from my room.
He's also on that reality TV show I mentioned the other week, The Bold and the Beautiful. Available now on E! Entertainment.
That sounds like a real thing. So that was all my news.
Okay. So for mine, a couple small things here. One, an indie group of developers in Austria say someone figured out the password for their PayPal account and basically used a few thousand of it to buy some PS4s. Wait, say that again. Wow. There's a group of game developers in Austria, and basically they had a PayPal account that had some of their crowdsourcing money in there, and someone figured out the password and used it to buy a couple of PS4s.
Oh, poor Austrian guys.
Yeah.
I also say, wow, one, that's dickish. Two, that's kind of ironic. And three, fuck those guys. The reason I say kind of ironic is because the PS4's message that they've been launched heavily before the launch, one of the messages anyway was, which is a good one, of they're in heavy support of supporting indie developers. So someone's ripped off indie developers to buy a PS4. It goes against its message.
To support that. Wait, no.
Yeah, they've ripped off the indie developers to support indie developers. No, my brain.
Yeah, supposedly PayPal's giving them back their money, which is good.
That's cool. And with like the PS4 and how like indie games they are, there are actually a lot of indie games like that are out now that are on PlayStation Plus for free that I never got a chance to get around to getting that are on the PlayStation Plus store. So I can't wait. That's like the biggest thing right now. Is PlayStation Plus PS4 store is different and it's awesome. I saw it. I want it.
I'm looking forward to the PlayStation Plus stuff. And I will say, Rick, you really should have started to do the funny news headlines. Because I would have loved that one to have been introduced.
I did it once or twice.
I would have loved it for that one to have been introduced as Indie Developer Jones and a PayPal account of doom. It's a horrible pun.
Amazing.
Alright, and so next bit of news in Orlando, Florida. Thanks for ruining America, Florida. Anyway, but there was two people that basically, it was a PS4 sale gone wrong, where both of them got shot and one of them died. And near as anyone can figure, at the last minute, they changed the location of where they were gonna, one guy was gonna sell the other guy a PS4, and then they changed the location at the last minute. And as near as anyone could figure, basically, they probably tried to rob each other and just shot each other, and one of them died. So,
this sounds like me.
I'll say both. Sure. At first, I thought when you mentioned that was going to be on news, but you didn't tell us the details. I was thinking some poor person just waited in line for hours, bought the PS4, and thought, "I'm going to buy the PS4 today," and then got shot. Little did I know, this was a guy who bought one to try and rip off someone else who was going to rip off him. So I'm like, yeah, they're both idiots. They both deserve it.
Pretty much, yeah.
The only injustice there is they didn't both die. It's natural selection at its finest.
Maybe it's people who from my town who defected to Florida.
There you go.
What would have made
Have we heard from Jake's Phoenix recently?
Yeah. What would have made it better would have been if basically they were both PlayStation like fans or whatever. That was the reason it involved the PS4. And instead of using real guns, they just pulled out the motion controller in the sharpshooter gun attachment and were like, pew, 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 in the alley.
That would have been amazing.
That would be way funnier.
Someone just walks along, someone walks over to him with the Wii remote and just smacks him on the head like a melee attack and just walks off the gas. While Connect is constantly watching it and reports it to the authorities.
There you go.
But too late, they report it after they die. It seems you have died. I will report this.
Achievement unlocked. Died.
You have died. Would you like this uploaded to your Facebook?
Yeah. Press the share button.
And see, you didn't press the share button. I'll press it for you.
Yeah.
Call 911. You did not say Xbox call 911.
Did you say call 911 fun?
Call 911? You want me to DVR the entire series of Police Action 911? No.
Yes, but also call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta get your priorities straight. Record, then call for help.
There has to be one bit more news from Richter. There has to be.
Yes. Well, I had to dig up something of games that no one's heard about.
That's what I was waiting for. I was like, wait, we've all heard of this stuff. You're losing your touch, Rick.
No, I just saved it. But Atlas announced this week that they are bringing out Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars, for the Vita and the 3DS. Now, the first one never came out here, but the basic premise is you play as a young man who is training as a disciple, which they basically have magical powers. But they lose those magical powers when they're 18. So basically you have to grind up and get all powerful, choose a girl, make a baby, and then that baby is powerful, and then just repeat that process. So, sounds awesome.
Does making the baby make you lose the powers?
No, just when you're 18 you lose the powers. So
you
lose it either way. So you might as well have fun before you lose it.
Nice, so I will say kind of disappointed.
Oh.
I had the news, I almost took it, but I was waiting for... But I thought, oh, no, I've not heard of this before. Rick will take it. That was my logic. I saw the headline, The Room gets a sequel. I was like, the fuck? The Tommy Wiseau movie's getting a sequel? What? I want to go see that. I would go wait in line to see that in 3D. And then it turns out it's a PC game called The Room, which was very popular, and is now getting a sequel. I was like, oh. Admit it, you kind of wanted that Tommy Wiseau film to get a sequel in 3D, because that'd make it better.
Lisa, you're tearing me apart.
Now directed by Michael Bay.
Yes.
Tell me apart. Yes.
Boom.
Imagine that, Tommy Wiseau and Michael Bay making a film together.
And then the universe explodes.
Starring Andy Dick, Rob Snyder, and Tommy Wiseau.
Yes.
That sounds like one of the moments
Kickstarter,
where, like...
get on.
With the ending written by M. Night Shyamalan.
See, this is like... Then, like, the Doc from Back to the Future comes back and he, like, shoots them or something. I have to save the future and, like, shoots them or something,
No, it would be a case of... I reckon if they made that film, it would win an Oscar, because people at the Oscars would be like, wow, what they've done here is parody bad movies to the extreme and lampshaded all their bad reputations to make something that's so bad, it's meant to be bad, and therefore it's enjoyable. Oscars, and I'll just be sat back thinking, okay, why not? Yes, we meant to do this. The Oscar explodes as they disappear.
As they do the fusion dance and become one super being.
Yes.
As
they do the fusion dance and become George Lucas.
With a troll face.
So his normal face?
Yes.
None of this is actually relevant due to the XGR. I think I should probably back it up. Although if we're still doing the quotes on the Xpound, take any moment of this. Like the Tommy Wiseau film gets a sequel. Boom. There's our headline right there.
There you go. But yeah, that was all my news for the week, and that was all of us. So now it is time for catch-up. So anyone who ever wants to talk about their games that they played this week, jump on in.
Oh, it's catch-up. I thought you said ketchup. I've got a whole page here of different fries and stuff. No.
Fries or chips? Anyway.
Or crisps.
Both, because a chip is like a fry, but fatter.
Oh, the one is a crisp.
Is it Bender Flexo?
Yeah.
Chip and then fry?
Yeah. Nice. But catch-up, okay. I played this week WWE 2K14. Pretty enjoyable, I will admit I'm kind of getting a little bored with playing that game at the moment. I played it too much. I'm the world heavyweight champion again in Universe. Woo! My NWO is still dominant. Woo! But, yeah, and I played online with Marcus and James a few times, which that's been kind of there. I know, that was kind of fun too.
That triple Undertaker match sounded kind of cool.
It was.
Or the one where the AI, Richter Hammer and Chris B destroyed Marcus Shadow and James Phoenix. That was cool.
Yeah, left me to last because I was a threat. Which is hilarious because, Rick, that elimination, it was an elimination chamber. I came out first for our team and was in the ring first. Then James came out and got eliminated. Then Marcus came out and got eliminated. And I survived to last. And I put up a pretty good fight. I almost made one of them tap until they broke it up, which means I almost came back. How awesome would that have been if I'd come back?
That would have been pretty.
But I played that, and I also played Grand Theft Auto 5 with the Crispy. Now that he's got the game. Playing that in multiplayer with him was kind of fun. Although I will say, like he said, how the fuck did I do some of those shots? I seem to have the shotgun, and that does not seem to be ranged. Because you know a shotgun, Richter, if you use it up close, boom, deadly. If you use it 3 feet away or 4 feet away or whatever and shoot it, not as deadly. What was that?
In games, yeah.
In real life too, because the bullets can scatter the further away they are, depending on...
but a shotgun's still ridiculously deadly at, like, 10 feet. It'll still kill you.
It'll kill you at 10 feet, but...
It won't put a hole in you, but you're still dead.
Yeah, it will, but I was on about in terms of really far away, it shouldn't do.
Yeah, it's not Rainbow.
I was on a rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
Crispy was down the road behind a car, and I just saw him duck. I pulled out my shotgun, fired it at this little tiny dot, so that's how far away he was. He was like a little dot on my screen. Mm-hmm. It fucking ate through him. And he was like, the fuck, when he saw where I was. Because the camera went all the way up the street and onto a rooftop. He's like, the fuck?
Wow.
It's not a sniper.
So it is a Rainbow Six shotgun.
Yeah.
One of those ones that you can snipe a guy across the map, and you're like, but no.
Yeah.
No.
That's how it's supposed to work.
I thought Saints Row 4 was the one with superpowers.
Yeah. It was ridiculous, but it was fun. I've also tried the parachute on the game, which was fun. I've tried racing. I don't really like racing on the game, but other people do, which it's not bad. That's there too. So I tried Deathmatch, I tried a couple of missions and stuff. It's pretty fun. I do enjoy GTA 5 online. I'm waiting for more of you to get that game just so we can play online. And I've even started an Xpound crew.
Nice.
Yep, which that's available on there, so people can join that and then be like, yay, cool, I'm in the Xpound, woo.
And we got like custom logos or anything with those, or no?
You're supposed to. I created the Xpound X in their paint tool thing. It's not letting me assign it. The logo to the group, so I don't know what's going on with that at the moment, but it seems pretty cool. You get custom colours, gang signs, so ours is the fingers up and stuff. It's pretty cool. And I put it as invite only, because I didn't want people to just suddenly invite themselves, because it's like, what the fuck. I'm going to save it, I'm going to invite the Crispy, because one of the reasons I did that with the crew is I don't even know if I'm going to invite other players. Chances are I'm just going to invite only us. For the sole reason, it makes it a lot easier to find your friends than going to friends and then going down each individual one. More sense to go crew, and then there they all are.
There is logic in what he says.
And apparently my Xpound crew now carries over to Red Dead and other Rockstar games too.
That's cool.
Is it the social club?
Yep.
Nice.
Yes. We're an exclusive social club.
Reminds me of like in was it Saints Row that you could choose what color your crew was, and I always chose the ninjas. You know, so I just had like ninjas follow me everywhere.
I chose half of my people were the bondage girls, like the girls in like the slave bondage gear.
Right.
The other half, no, not the dominatrix, the other ones, the ones that look like the more submissive ones. The half were the ones that looked like dominatrix to keep them in line.
Nice.
It was a shame for custom vehicle you couldn't have put Pony Girl in carriage. I would have loved that. I may have lost all credibility here, but that was my favourite, the two I've played this week. So take us away, either of you, the hair or the head.
Alright, well, I pretty much think I played, I attempted to play Minecraft twice, but that took really, really long to load, and as soon as I started the launcher, it was like, you need to start the launcher because the new launcher's available, and I was like, well, why didn't you do that before, like, you know, or, I don't know, it was really retarded, so, I've tried to play it twice, but, yeah, so that didn't really work out, but the games I've actually played successfully all the way through is Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, and even though my computer's not the best graphically, it's still better graphically than my Xbox 360, because, I noticed, because I can see more stuff on there than I could on my, Xbox. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, you know, seeing like people's features and like their eye colors and like things that I never really noticed before.
I have to ask, is it better?
I think it's better. It looks better.
The only reason I ask is, what are you playing on? Isn't it a laptop?
Yeah.
Which means you have a smaller screen in front of your face, close up, which isn't the same as blown up on a big TV. It's like why the 3DS at times can look like it's got really good graphics, but if you were to take those same graphics and blow it up on a larger TV, it would look like shit.
I don't have like any my TV screen is only slightly bigger than my laptop.
Really?
Yeah.
So I have like at least a 42-inch TV.
Oh, I'm not allowed to use like the big one that my dad bought because he's like, oh, it's mine, it's my big expensive thing, and only I get to use it. Rah, rah, rah.
Why isn't he allowed nice things? Isn't that the exact same thing you said about your PS4?
No, because I don't have it.
You said when my PS4 comes, my sister isn't allowed to play it.
Oh,
like,
no.
Because you bought it, whereas, come on, your dad bought himself a TV. Come on, let your dad have some nice stuff.
Yeah, but like the difference between him is that my dad doesn't actively steal my things, where my sister does.
Yes,
so
you actively steal his things.
I don't steal, I borrow it, and it was for the family. You put it in like the living room. Am I supposed to not go in the living room now? I mean, if you wanted a private television, you put it in your bedroom or something.
Stacey, he is a father. Fathers, as TV and stuff will tell you, like Chris Rock has mentioned in the past, they demand the big TV, the big piece of chicken, and that you don't touch the thermostat. Besides that, everything else is golden. Victor knows what I'm talking about. He's a father.
That shit's legit. No one is allowed to touch the thermostat but me.
Yeah, well, anyway, so I have my, like, frickin', like, 19-inch TV, you know, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually feel sympathy for you.
Eventually, you know, because, like, my dad's gonna buy another really big TV, and he says this one will be for the family for real, instead of the first one he said it was gonna be for family, but then changed his mind, because this one's gonna be in the basement, which is, like, our home theater. So, like, he has no choice, because he can't watch them both at the same time, so whichever one he's watching, I'll watch the other one, or use the other one, because he can't have them both at the same time, they're on different floors.
No,
so,
but if they're his he's bought, he can choose what can and can't be hooked up to.
Yeah, but then I can take it away, you know, and move it to another thing before he gets home, or, like, whatever.
She'll steal it.
Yeah, but if it's a plasma TV, they can burn out faster with games.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I'll be gone by then. I'll have, like, an own apartment, be, like, country away or states away.
See, this is why I hope your sister does this to your PS4.
Oh, she's not even allowed to look at it. There's just gonna be like a black little sensor bar on life that she can't look at. She always like steals my games and then destroys them. So you know what? No, she's not allowed to touch this. So
I
believe you just said
hopes and dreams.
Yeah, you just discussed stealing his TV and not caring if you destroyed it. I don't see the difference.
Yeah. The difference is that's her. She's allowed to do it.
But see, that's like destroying it over time and not intentionally. Well, she'd be like, "Hey, I left like your game at my friend's house," and then and then we like threw it around and like stuff and like whatever.
It would be intentional if I just said to you, plasma TVs can burn out faster with video games. You're like, yeah, well, I don't care. I'm going to move out eventually. Yeah. That means you know the problem and you don't care, which means that is destroying it intentionally.
Stealing and then breaking slightly more intentional.
Show of hands, who thinks she's equally as guilty? Say aye.
Aye.
Fine, whatever.
The ayes have it.
She's still...
And if Jim wasn't cheating us, he would say aye.
Is he been here?
No, he's not here.
Okay.
Aye.
What was it? Like...
Anyway, it'll be all good. He'll, like, allow me.
Saying I was first established during the Salem trials back in 2010.
So anyway, back to Left 4 Dead, the game I was actually playing, you know. Before you guys had to go on your little tangent. Anyway. So, Left 4 Dead, pretty freaking awesome.
If it was your tangent, we were just around for the ride.
Shut up. Anyway, playing Left 4 Dead. I really like the, because I use the PlayStation 3 controller with it, and that's always, like, you know, fun and stuff. The worst thing is, though, because I don't want lag, so I play offline. The AI is fucking retarded. Like, I think I might just have to play online, because, like, they'll be like, okay, there's a witch in the middle of the road, so I'll, like, you know, go all the way around it, like, I'll, like, border, like, the edge of, like, the map as I can get, like, to go past it. Nope, they just walk fucking right in front of it. And it's like, no, I'm not giving you a health pack, you can stay down. That's it, I'm not...
Can I ask, is it always the same character that does that? Because it's always the same character for me.
It's always, like, either Bill or Lewis for me, because I was Francis that time, it might have been him, and Zoe's the one who always heals me, so I don't like to be here, because if I'm her, she can't heal me. Because she always will, even if she has, like, 1 health, she'll give me a health pack.
For me, it's always Francis.
Yeah, I was Francis that time, so it couldn't be Francis, so it was just, Bill and Lewis.
It might have still been Francis.
I will also ask the one question I've been wanting to ask for a while on XGR.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any game with good AI? AI nowadays, even now, AI, while some of it's good, it's still really broken in parts.
I don't think that for
Sometimes there's passable.
Yeah, there's passable AI. But there's never been any AI that's made me think like, yes, you're acting like a real person.
Yeah.
Why don't you save that for an XGR topic?
Because it's one we all agree on.
Oh, I was gonna say there might be, like, decent ones.
How about this? Next week on XGR, Richter will be defending fathers, you'll be defending ungrateful daughters, and we'll do a trial for you.
What the fuck?
And if found guilty, you must only review iPhone games from here on out.
Oh my god. I'd rather die.
Or EA Sports games.
Oh my god, I don't even like any sports games. Forget EA. I don't like play any games that are about sports, like at all, ever.
Technically,
I would go out of my way to the curling one.
Technically, you played Left 4 Dead, which is shooting. Shooting is still a sport.
Shooting people is not a sport.
You're shooting zombies.
Yeah, it's a sport.
The closest sport game I played was like Mario Tennis. That shit was awesome.
The Mario sports games are pretty fun.
Yeah, I got the baseball one too. Oh yeah. And my mom's like, "What are you doing?" "I'm playing baseball virtually." She's like, "That's so stupid." I'm like, Anyway.
I like the Wii Sports.
Yeah, and
Wii
then
Golf is the shit.
Left 4 Dead 2.
I always like bowling.
Left 4 Dead 2 is like really awesome because I love Ellis. Ellis is the best. Oh my god. Yeah. I love it being Ellis in Left 4 Dead 2. He's like the awesomest person ever. I also like the melee weapons and chainsaws and stuff. The chainsaws are just so satisfying, especially if like one of those people like shoots the boomer like 5 feet away like they always do, so it blows up on you. Like I just get the chainsaw and I just go around in a circle and just freaking chainsaw everything that's attacking me. I don't even need to look or see where I'm going, just circle chainsaw. It's like blood comes all over the screen. It's like, yes, so satisfying. It's like killing people is fun, but it's wrong, so let's make them zombies.
You need to play Mad World on Wii.
What's Mad World?
Like the most awesome black and white game on the Wii.
Black and white, it sounds artistic.
It's black and white so they could save on graphical power, and therefore it looked good. But when they killed shit, red stuff squirts all over. It's awesome.
It sounds like something...
Yeah, you get like bonus points for how you kill guys. So like, if you kick them into a meat grinder, you get more points than if you just stab them.
Yeah, and the commentators are fucking hilarious.
What is that? What is that movie I'm thinking of now? Or based on the comic?
Running Man?
No, like the one where it's like, and you it's little mini stories, and the movie's all black and white except for like people's
Sin
eyes.
City.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And like that Harry Potter serial killer guy, you know.
Yeah, you're not allowed to watch that film.
He looks like freaking Harry Potter, except he has no arms and legs.
You're not allowed.
I think
if you can't appreciate the film, you don't deserve it.
Oh, it's awesome! I love it. It's like super artsy-fartsy, but it's also awesome, and you know, I love all the stories.
Can you get a job writing the description for everything on Netflix?
Yes, I would love to.
Sin City. It's black and white, and it's got the guy from Harry Potter killing people and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, people be like, what?
And there's people's heads on walls, like mooses or something, you know?
The Legend of Zelda, the animated series, the only comment she's put for the description is
It's great. And it's got one of those action movie star guys that I can't differentiate because they all blend together.
It has Bruce Willis in it.
Yeah, that guy.
Took away his weapons, both of them.
Yeah, Bruce Willis, the guy you think looks like Vin Diesel.
And they kind of do look alike a little bit, I think.
Only because they're bald, that's it. In that case, Richter, you look like Bruce Willis and Vin Diesel.
You
I
do.
know, Sherry.
I can't tell them apart. You know, if you're in an action movie, you automatically look like another person in an action movie.
That's true.
You look like everybody who's been in that action movie. Anyway, so those are the games that I played.
Nice. They sound fun.
Yay. Okay, for this week, I bet you can guess I played Monster Hunter, of course. And next game I played was called Final Exam on Xbox 360. It's also on PS3. What?
God.
Have you heard of that? Oh,
I've not, but it sounds like it sounds like a school simulator game.
It's anything like the movie The Final. It's the exploitation of children cutting themselves.
AKA how Nike's made.
How Nike shoes are made? What?
Yes.
Foxhound Simulator. No, it's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up type game. If that makes any sense.
Like Streets of Rage and
kind of
Double Dragon.
Yeah, but it's got a lot more airborne. So it's I'd say a little bit more similar to like Castle Crashers, even though that is kind of but it's okay. It's not the greatest game. It's like local co-op's not that great because basically the scoring mechanic's good though. But because like if you do combos and you get higher like a bonus points for hitting guys, and the cool part is you have to turn this on because it's awesome. But like you can press down and it'll like store the combo. So like if you have because if you are hit, it'll break the combo. But if you press down, you'll like keep the bonus points. So it's just kind of neat that you can choose when you do it. So if there's like you fight like 3 guys and then it's like another minute before you fight anymore, it'll just keep your combo thing, which is pretty fun. But if you're in local co-op, if either player gets hit, it breaks. So if the other player is not as skilled at that type of game, you just don't get like any bonus points.
That sucks.
Yeah, but online's kind of fun. But it definitely, one problem I had with it was it does what I call the Bayonetta effect, where it'll have part of a stage where it's like a different type of game entirely, and then they make that part last way too long, so you just start hating it. Which would be the afterburner part of Bayonetta. But there's a part where it mimics like a flying, shoot 'em up, shmup type game, which I really like those types of games, but they don't give you a different gun, so you have like,
Oh, I said, which part, Bayonetta?
Oh.
The afterburner.
Missile? Yeah.
Oh, yes, that, where you have to, and it's like, it was a fun idea, it was just, what the fuck is
the
this?
first stage of it was fun, and then the second stage is like 4 times as long as the first.
Yeah,
and you're like,
stop. It was not nice, I did not like that level.
Yeah. It was just like that, where like there's a part and you're going, like, okay, this is kind of fun, and then it just keeps going. You're like, this is not fun, and you're going, you're like, I just want it to stop, and the part was like that. And they tried to emulate a shmup type game, but they didn't do very well at that one part, and that part sucked. But other than that, it's okay game. I don't know what else to say about it. But the last game I played, I finished up Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies 3DS.
Sweet.
Fucking really good game.
Yeah!
That game's really good. It's not quite as good as the first one, of course, and but all the cases, of course, connect. And strangely enough, the joke case was the second case, which was weird because I want to say when I was playing the second case, I felt like it tied in, but not like so much the joke case is the one that doesn't like fit the overall arc very much. But and The end was really good. It definitely took a twist or two that I didn't see coming. And there was one point where I was like, "Oh, I wonder if this is going to happen," and it didn't. But I kind of wish it did happen. And
is there edgy? Is there any edgy?
Yes. I don't really want to spoil anything, but yes, he is definitely there for a part that you will probably like.
Yay!
But
I will say, hearing you describe these games during the last couple of XGRs and stuff, I kind of want something to be made.
Oh?
I kind of want an animated series of it. Like an anime series.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it would be Ultimate Muscle, but instead of wrestling parodying, it would be parodying stuff like Law and Order. I may be completely wrong with that.
And then there should be yaoi in it. Yes!
Wow. No.
Was I wrong with that, Rick? Or was that an actual good look? I haven't played those games, but it sounds like it's
Parody Law and Order Yaoi Edition. It sounds perfect.
It's kind of like that. It's not quite as over the top as Ultimate Muscle, but it is a very similar thing.
I like that. Ultimate Muscle.
Ultimate Muscle's awesome.
It was.
But yeah, I don't want to spoil too much of the game, but it definitely makes Apollo cooler. So I kind of wish that his game came after this game, because then I wouldn't have disliked him for trying to replace Phoenix. But like,
I thought Apollo was supposed to die in the fourth film, so in the fourth one, so essentially it builds up the Russian character. Isn't that a rule?
That is the rule. Well, it's because Kratos pulls his head off and then he uses it to light the cavern.
Wait, what?
If he dies, he dies.
We're talking about Rocky or Gods of War?
We've done both.
Okay, it's like, I
get done both.
Okay.
There's chaos. But,
yeah. If he dies, he dies. Hey, Stacy. I must break you.
But yeah, it's made him cooler, and unfortunately, without spoiling anything, one of the things I wanted that I thought would be cool to come out of this game won't happen, and I will discuss that, or I will mention it once other people have played it.
Okay,
and but
that's what we have fan fiction for.
That's.
I know you're regretting that it didn't happen yet, but it's okay.
I think you're taking that in an entirely different way.
Yeah.
However, that would be hilarious. Anyway.
I just love a crossover game.
Uh-huh.
Phoenix Wright.
Mm-hmm.
And those games like Time Cop and Splinter Cell and stuff. So half the game you're playing as the police killing the people, and the next half you're playing as the lawyers to put them away.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yes.
Is that what the Professor
You don't beat the boss, you just arrest them.
Actually, you arrest the boss, but that's not the final mission. The final mission is then getting him found guilty of his crimes of war.
Is that what the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright ones are? You find out who did it, and then Phoenix Wright puts him away?
I think in that one he's defending the person, and Layton is basically the prosecutor.
Wait, really?
Properly. Yeah.
Sounds.
Because some girl was accused of being a witch, and I think Layton was like, "These puzzles will show how she's." I don't know, but
these puzzles will show how I just wasted all your time, but now she's dead. Like.
With the over-the-topness you guys have mentioned in the past, apparently it's not as over-the-top as Ultimate Muscle. So it's scaled back from Ultimate Muscle, but still a little over-the-top and a little silly. And based on the subject, is this basically Harvey Birdman the game?
No, the Harvey Birdman game did borrow elements because they were both made by Capcom.
Wait, actually, Harvey Birdman?
Yeah. They modeled a lot on Phoenix Wright, actually.
Oh, see, I was asking because I've seen the Harvey Birdman TV show. It's not shown as much over here as it is over there. I didn't see a game of him. I have to see if we got that over here now, depending on what it's on. But it was like, from hearing you describe it, it was like if they made a TV show of Phoenix Wright, it would be Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
I actually cut that out in the Game Informer and put it on my wall because that's how awesome it was.
Well, I wouldn't say that Phoenix Wright is that silly. It still has a lot of serious stuff in it, but it's definitely, there are lots of lighthearted parts. It's not quite as comical.
Oops, I forgot all my lawyer training. Oh, I just remembered it again. Kind of like that.
And Trucy with her magic panties. But
But I still think that needs to happen. The game where you're like the action cop putting them away when half the game's sent to go in court.
What about like an 8-year-old possessing like a 20-something-year-old, and she just suddenly grows breasts, and you know?
Yeah.
Remember when Pearl or channeled Maya?
Well, how about you go one step further? You cross it over with something like one of the many different types of detective games too. So first of all, you have to find evidence and get the warrant to go in. When you go to court, you get the warrant. You then have to break through with the action cops, kill everything and stuff, and then go back and then the other people do the paperwork. Or would that be too realistic?
That'd be hilarious. As long as the action cop is like Schwarzenegger 80s style, where he like kicks down the door and just like guns up everybody, has like way too many bullets on him.
Ironically, I was thinking for the action cop, I was thinking Die Hard.
That'll work too.
I kind of want to see him break open. I see him break open the door like, fuck yeah, let's do some paperwork. Yeah, I gotta tick these boxes off. Number 2 pencil, bitches.
I'll collate the shit out of this.
Well, just because they never really... I like this dynamic in the film. I think it was the other guys. Make it Samuel Jackson and The Rock. I love those two together. They were so wonderful. That film's awesome.
Yes. But yeah, that was all I played this week. So now on to the discussion topic. And this week is because of obviously the launch of the PS4 last week, and by the time this is available on YouTube, the Xbox One will be theoretically available. It'll be released at least. Yeah. We'll try to find any console on launch day is pretty tough regardless of the console. Except maybe an Atari Jaguar. But anyway, so we're going to talk about console launches. Yay.
Yay.
So, being I think the only one who bought, or sort of tempted to buy a console on launch.
You're not the only one who's bought a console on launch. You're the only one who's bought a PS4 on launch.
Yeah.
I waited in line for the Wii U. I
meant this launch. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've lost this
launch, yeah.
Fair enough.
So, I'm just going to say, but you guys already know, but you know everybody else doesn't know, that I waited till midnight pretty much to get my console, and waited with one guy because I'm in like bumblefuck nowhere, so like there's like nobody here, and there was like no lines. But on the downside, we don't get like as many like PS4s. There was like 5 for the entire Walmart. So, me and this guy wait in line for like an hour, we're talking and telling him, like, yeah, I do a web show and stuff, and this is gonna be cool, I'm gonna do like an unboxing. He's like, that's great, that's cool, you know, and blah blah blah. And so we're talking, and then, you know, midnight, he looks at me, right, and frickin' gets all the 5 PS4s for himself, you know, he smirks like a little asshole, and I'm like, oh, I can't tell you how much I wanted to fucking just stab this guy in the throat, or I kind of wanted to rip his throat out with my teeth a little bit, like, you know, like, you fucking bastard, and took everything not to just fucking stab him in the face. Oh, God, it was awful. But thankfully I secured a PS4 through another, Marcus Shadow, so.
Through another Marcus Shadow?
Yeah.
There's 2 of him?
Yes.
Well, there were 5, but some other guy bought 3 of them.
See, I took out my rage and I stabbed all the other Marcus Shadows, so there's only one left.
Nice. Yeah, that guy's a dick. I kind of wish you did stab him and or run him over
like,
and or eat him. It's for Christmas for
my kids. I'm like, bull fucking shit. You're gonna scalp with your
No one has
ass.
5 fucking kids and can afford PS4s for
and
all
like,
of them. That's horseshit.
Yeah, and how many times do you buy like?
Just fucking.
Yeah. How many times do you buy like? Rick, are you gonna buy like 3 like PS4s for your kids? You know, or 2?
Hell
I guess.
no.
Exactly. You usually have like one per family. You know.
I buy one for me, and they can watch it, and then like after it's been a year, then they can start playing it. That's nice.
Yeah, because his kids are young enough that you don't want to spend
Yeah.
You don't want to spend the money on the crap to get where they're just going to break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my experience on this particular launch. But I'd open up with that.
And I will say, like I mentioned to you guys, I've got a problem with more so current consoles than previous consoles. But I have a major problem with some of their launch stuff, where they tell you these are the features of the console, and you get excited for that console, but then at launch, those features don't exist.
Or games.
Yeah. Or games that get delayed and stuff. It's like, you've lied to us, and we just accept it. I don't get why. It's like, I hate to say this, but the internet's the worst thing for launch consoles. As we found out with the PS4 and with the Wii U, people are blowing out every little issue out of context, almost like they're grasping at straws, hoping it's the next Red Ring. It's like, stop it!
Like
a couple of people have got the error. Let them people complain. Let them get it sorted, and just have fun. If you haven't got the console, just leave them to have the console.
Wait, what about the pre-release wobble problem? Ooh, it wobbles.
No, it's still the wobble problem wasn't a pre-release thing. It still wobbles.
Is it?
They were just saying the wobble doesn't hurt the console. In fact, if you push down in a corner, it can make the console wobble. It's not a problem, but what a lot of people were listing as a negative.
No, but I mean, I heard like complaints about it before it was released. And these are from people within the country, like this country. Yeah. And I'm like, how could you know that? It's not even released yet.
Yeah, it's like, take the Xbox One launch. I've seen a few people are meant to have had Xbox Ones already, and they were talking about how, there's massive problems with it at launch. Boo! The massive problems are the fact that Kinect's not doing any of the stuff they promised us. Voice command shit, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. Fair enough, this guy seems to have maybe a legitimate claim. Wait a minute, I recognise that ID. And then you look through their history, and they're the same people that a month ago was like, yeah, Kinect sucks, we don't even need Kinect. But now it doesn't work, they're just looking at an excuse to say, this is why Kinect sucks. It's like, no, they can patch that shit. Your console works, you can play games. One extra doesn't mean the whole console's doomed, as people like to keep putting.
Plus, I don't know about you, but I don't really expect the Kinect to be like Tony Stark's Jarvis, you know? I don't really expect to respond like that.
No, but there's like videos online of people saying like, Xbox, play, and it wasn't playing because it didn't read their accent properly.
Oh.
And part of me is just like, fucking press a button, you can still do the same feature.
I saw people with the, was it not the Move, what do they call the PlayStation version of that? The Eye, or whatever? And they were talking to it, and they were using, like, they said it, and it worked fairly, like, 50% of the time. Like I said, I'm gonna say that's fairly well, because that's better than, 100 times. But, they started putting on, like, a German accent, or, like, a fake, like, Cockney accent, or, like, all these, like, ridiculous accents, and it actually worked for quite a few of them. And he was doing, like, terrible, like, German accents, and he was still, like, responding half the time, which I thought was pretty hilarious and impressive.
Yeah, which the PlayStation 1, they've mentioned it, most of the voice commands for the PlayStation 1 still have to be patched, which is hilarious because that was one of the things they advertised. It goes back to which, like I said, it seems to me like social media and the internet is now blowing out of control any tiny problem. Because like Stacey read off at the beginning, it's 1%. That's it, so it's less than 1%. And it's like, fuck off, you're making it sound like 90% of these things.
Yeah. I mean, nothing's ever going to be perfect, okay? So if the worst thing we have to do is worry about, like, a wobble or like, something problem that went away almost instantly, that's, like, it's okay. We can deal with that.
Yeah, it's like I said, with a console, I'm expecting about 20 to maybe 30% fail rate. I'm expecting it to fail 20 or 30%. Mm-hmm. That seems fair. I don't know if you guys agree with that.
It seems fair. I mean, nothing's, like, perfect. And I'm sure, like, there's always circumstances and some stuff. Yeah. Like, if someone decides to play their Wii in a thunderstorm twice and keeps breaking it, then they have to keep sending it back to Nintendo over and over again. I'm sorry. Like, that's, like, yeah. Okay.
That was oddly specific.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. How about those people you get launched that buy the consoles and then break them outside the car park?
Oh my god, and the fucking people who melt it. Oh my god, I hate those God,
Yeah, or like shoot it. I hate those people.
Wait,
Like
how
I
are
said-
you shoot it? Like, are you serious?
Yeah,
Like,
some
take out,
guy
like,
shot a PS4 with like a high-powered rifle, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. That's fucking
Isn't that
stupid.
like a problem? Does he even have a license for that rifle? I think there's bigger problems if he's using a high-powered rifle to shoot a PS4. There's
No, he was 15. He's legal. Wait.
Yeah. My thing with that is I would put the melting guy and the guy that shoots it, I would put them below, in terms of annoyance, the guys that take them outside where people are waiting and smash them. Because it's like, okay, for the melting thing, you don't have to click his video. You don't have to click his video. Whereas the other ones, they're forcing people waiting in line for something they enjoy to watch it be smashed in front of them. And yet those people aren't the ones getting shot. What the fuck?
See, if someone did that with them, I would probably A, trip them, B, stab them or shoot them before doing it, and then steal their purchase and run away.
What would you done if the guy in front of you had smashed all 5?
Oh my god, I would.
Right then and there in the car park.
I probably would have. I probably, since it was midday and all the people were leaving, I'd probably just wait a little bit and follow him a little bit, and then after when everybody leaves, I'd fucking kill him. The only problem was too many witnesses, and when at that time.
Yeah, plus cameras.
Exactly, but if everybody went home. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I'd totally let him off the hook if he did that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, you're scum, but you just cost yourself $2,500 for nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Burn his receipt.
The ones that are breaking it in car parks, and the guy's melting it, and the guy's shooting it, I'm annoyed with the fact they actually make money off it.
Oh yeah, someone bought that shit for like $4,000 or some nonsense.
Yes,
and that's
someone
good.
bought the melted one for $4,000. The one smashing and shooting it, on their videos, they monopolize those videos and shit on YouTube. And they have thousands of hits. They've probably broke even.
Yeah.
At least broke even or made profit, which that annoys me. I don't like that. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Go and find them now and kill them.
Ooh, we should take them and put them in a microwave or smash them in a parking lot.
No,
or
put
shoot
them in a
with
microwave, like a really large microwave, and see, like, one guy's, like, in a microwave trying to do, like, he also has a smaller microwave inside the bigger microwave, right? And the other guy has a rifle, the other guy has a rifle inside that microwave shooting the other guy.
Yes. Well, the fact, this is something we love, video game consoles, they don't seem to love it or something, so let's put it on a scale they'd understand, and let's melt or shoot or break in front of them in a car park their children.
And we'll YouTube it and,
Yes.
and monopolize, the video, so we'll make lots of money from the video.
We'll make lots of money on the video because when we break his children, it will be Richter dressed as Bane doing the above his head and boom onto the knee.
You now have my permission to die.
The stay-at-home dad Bane gamer. The stay-at-home game. The stay-at-home dad Baner. Let that be a thing.
Yes.
But no, like I said, the annoyance is, like, for example, you buy the Xbox One and when you buy the PS4 now, and it's the same thing with the Wii U, there's too many day one patches. Is it so hard to want my console from day one to work at day one without a patch? Is that so much trouble? We never used to have that.
Apparently. Yeah, I'd rather just be held back like a week or two so they can just put that on, like write it on the drive first and then do it. Like, it just bothers me that like you get it and you're like, all right, I want to use my shiny new toy. All right, update, okay.
Yeah. There's also something where I found out with the PS4 launch and the Xbox One launch, which this goes into a problem with the consoles not ready to launch, but I don't like this. I don't like the fact the PS4 and the Xbox One make you rip your entire game to the hard drive first. Mandatory, you have to install the entire disc to your system to play it. I don't like that.
So do you still need the disc?
You still need the disc, because the disc, apparently you put the disc in the PS4, it goes, and it spins around for like 2 minutes and stops spinning, because all the disc's there for is to access the code on the disc to make sure you can play it, and then boom, you can play the game and it runs off the hard drive.
What the shit is that?
I don't know what Rick thinks about that. Did we lose Rick?
It's a waste of, like, diskness.
It is. It's a waste of space, and it's annoying because for some people, not me, but some people that don't trade their games in, you're going to have to constantly delete them and reinstall them, or you're going to max out your hard drive fast. Especially considering some next-gen games like Killzone are like 40 gigabytes.
Yeah. Cause, like, I don't even, like, put any music or any other, like, bullshit on there, but, like, even, like, my PS3 has, like, run out of space for, like, games and stuff. And most of my games are actually, like, digital.
And especially with them being on Blu-rays, like, a mandatory install is stupid.
Yep. I don't like the mandatory installs. It's like, at least give you an option, because if you're playing offline, like, let's say I'm playing, I don't know, Batman when it comes out, or Assassin's Creed, or any game I don't want to play it online, at least say to you, okay, fine, you don't have to make it run smooth, you're just going to have some longer load times. Make it optional.
Yeah.
The ones online I understand because I could slow down other people. I may not like it, but I can understand it.
Yeah. Well, if it's one of the, like, online ones, then, I hate to say it, but I think it should almost be like a voucher or something for that. So then it's like you're just getting an install version.
Yep. Although I have said I am tempted to possibly cheat when the PS4 comes out because of the code.
Mm-hmm.
I am kind of tempted to go out and buy because they'll have reduced in price by the time PS4 comes out. Go out and buy something like Battlefield 4 on PS3 with the code to upgrade to PS4, and
nice.
then put that in and upgrade just after I saved some money. I'm tempted.
Yay! I was wondering if you could, like, that sounds like something that's begging to be broken. Like,
the upgrade?
No, like the code thing. Like, if I know my cousin who, like, mods pretty much every system, he's gonna have an external hard drive in there and, like, all his goddamn games on there, and he's not gonna have to put in, like, a single one. Because if it's already on the system, he's gonna find a way to not need a code, and, you know, just keep that on there. If it's on the system, you don't really need it. If there's nothing, like, the game itself is on the system. Like, that's just begging to be, like, done, I feel like. Like, people who, like, mod their shit, like, I feel like that's kinda asking for it.
Possibly, depending on how they do it, because they may do it where the code where the code stays on the disk.
Yeah, I just feel like that's kind of like a challenge, you know? It's like, alright, you asked for it, challenge accepted, you know? I just feel like you're kind of inviting trouble a little bit.
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know how many of you guys, like, probably would, like, I wouldn't, like, ever mod my system, because I just, like, you know, fuck it up and break it and shit, but, like, people who actually would, like, know what they're doing, or supposedly know what they're doing, you know, would probably be more...
Like I mentioned in the past, I did mod the Wii.
Yeah.
But only to make it region free by the games that weren't released. The experienced shitloads of games not released in the UK for the Wii. Like, I had to import that Mario baseball game, because it wasn't...
Oh, really?
Oh my god!
It wasn't sold here because Mario baseball games, or baseball games in general, don't sell that well in the UK, because we don't really give a crap about baseball. But I was like, it's a Mario sports game, I kind of want to play it, let me play it, and I have to import it.
Yeah. That was a good game, though, I think, but it's a remake from the GameCube one. Which is the one that I originally wanted, but then I just went to the WiiWare.
Anyone else have any problems with launch day consoles that you can think of?
Other than availability is always terrible, which is to be expected, but it still is never fun.
Or cuntsicles and more.
And yeah,
I don't like the fake console on launch things as well.
The what?
The fake demand for consoles on launch.
Oh, yeah.
Because according to Marcus Shadow the other day, it was someone he spoke to at Walmart or something mentioned to him that they actually have a load of extra stock at the PS4, but they're saving it for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off.
And I'm like, sorry, you might as well sell them now, and then any you've got left by Black Friday, put an offer, because if you sell them now, you make more money because you're selling them at full price.
Well, I don't think they'll be on sale on Black Friday. That'd be crazy.
They'll just be, hey, we suddenly got some in and they're available now, because they weren't available before.
Yeah, they're probably hoping to get like impulse people like, well, I'm buying this TV for $300. I might as well get it since it's already available. Ah.
Yeah. I will say Walmart does the thing that supermarkets over here started to do slowly over the course of the years, which makes me giggle. They started to sell non-food stuff over here in food supermarkets, which is a little weird. And some of it, they try and trap you too, like hiding TVs amongst biscuits and shit. It's like, who does that? Who goes down the biscuit aisle like, you know what? I'm really hungry for some biscuits. I'll get some, a TV! I'm buying one of them. Fuck it, I'll have two.
It's weird. They do that.
Oh, shit, I was just thinking I wanted to eat those while watching TV.
What they do in Walmart is they put all of, like, the mac and cheese and, like, the bad for you snacks next to baby clothes. What's up with that? Like.
Yeah, now, admittedly, they've gotten more intelligent over the last couple of years, because now we've got, like, an aisle for electronic stuff like TV, aisle for games, aisle for clothes, aisle for baby food and baby clothes. It's getting more intelligent, but you still sometimes get the stupid stuff.
Yeah,
it just makes me say, the fuck?
Yeah, like when I buy macaroni and cheese, I don't want to buy, like, toddler clothes. Like, they have a section for toddler clothes, but then they have, like, another smaller section for, like, toddler's clothes right next to the food, and I'm like,
yeah, like a supermarket I went to the other day was having a sale. Supermarket I went to over here the other day was having a sale. They put microwaves in the same aisle as TV dinners. And I was like, I can understand the logic, because one goes inside the other one. But no one who doesn't have a microwave is going to go down the TV aisle. Who does that? Who goes out, oh, you know, I want to have a microwave dinner. Picks up, oh, wait, I didn't get a microwave. Good idea. Who does that?
You know what they're trying to do is they're trying to prepare for their sale. If you buy one microwave, you get a free free dinner or something like that. Or you can get a free dinner if you buy a microwave.
Yeah. And
I like the picture, actually. It's a guy who walks in, he's like, oh, I need a microwave. What is this? I can put this inside of it and make it? What?
My idea is that's what's happened. That's probably what's happened with the consoles. Maybe they put a couple of microwaves in with the Wii U, and the guy's like, clearly these two are meant to be used in some capacity. I know, this fits in this microwave.
Well, I think, like, in the really old PS1 commercials, they did say it was some kind of, like, waffle maker or something. So maybe they're trying to bring it back. Like, I
remember the PS3 grill, because it looked like the George Foreman grill.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But something else I don't like about the modern consoles, because this is more, since we started doing this, it seems to be more faults with consoles in general now, and launch consoles. I don't like the fact that PS4 and Xbox One are going subscription-based in order to play on multiplayer online. I see the pros, because like Xbox 360 did have better multiplayer servers than the PS3, and giving it props there. I will also say Xbox One is going to have better multiplayer servers than the PS4 because every game's meant to be dedicated.
Yeah.
Cool. I just don't want to subscribe to play online. That kind of annoys me. That annoys me. I don't know. It just, ugh.
Yeah, it's the reason my Xbox 360 will still it doesn't have the connectability of the internet. But if it was free, like, I would have had the connectability of the internet because I would have paid for the connecting attachment.
Apparently they got rid of this. They got rid of this now, but this generation, something I thought was really unfair was the online passes. I could understand them while I didn't like them at all on PS3. However, my thing with that is you're paying Microsoft with Xbox 360 to go online with any game. So why were they bringing out games where you then have to pay a fee if you got to use to play it online? You were paying for your online bit. Work. It's wrong.
You gotta pay twice for online.
Which, that's another problem with the modern consoles and the launch. Everything seems greedy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, the Xbox One, it's cool. The reason I'm waiting a year for it is, in my opinion, it's way too fucking much to pay for a console.
But it has the camera or Kinect or whatever. You get more for your money.
At this stage, I think all three were too much.
I thought the Wii U was a fairly decent price at launch, only because it was around the same price as the PS3 and 360 at the time. So I was like, that's fairly reasonable. It's not like the PS4, I don't know, I could see it being too expensive and too cheap, but what's annoying me with, like I said, it's just greed. It's just a lot of these consoles coming out now, and when you buy them, like when you buy this is the same with the Wii U. You buy the Wii U, you then have to buy the Pro controller to play certain games, or to play multiplayer, which is a rip-off. And it's like, what the fuck? So, in order to buy a normal controller, I have to buy it separately. It's like the PS4, you're gonna have to buy the camera and the move and shit separately. 360's gonna have, like, extra shit that you have to buy. Oh, Xbox One's gonna have extra shit you need to buy in order to make your console feel complete. It's like, fuck off with all of this.
It's true. Yeah. They're gonna have a new Zoom.
Yeah. Although I will say, I'm looking forward to Xbox One, and I will say, which not a lot of people say, I am kind of looking forward to Kinect. Because apparently Xbox One's Kinect better than the 360's one if it actually does work in smaller rooms.
Mm.
Which, that may not be a big deal for you, Rick, but I don't know how you were, but over here, when we had the Kinect, because my nephew's got a 360, and I bought him a game for that today, because it was his birthday today. But yeah, when we recorded this anyway. But yeah, basically, it was... we had to buy an extra attachment that clicked over the lens for the wide-angle lens, because in the UK, rooms and houses are smaller than they are in America. You guys have the bigger living spaces to be able to actually play this shit. Yeah. Over here, we have smaller spaces, and they've also banned regular light bulbs. You have to buy energy light bulbs, which are darker, which gave it even more problems. It made the Kinect the most useless piece of crap going, unless you bought all these attachments to make it work. And it's like, but Xbox One, apparently, they realised this, and they've corrected that, which I'm like, yes, good on you, I give them props for that.
Hopefully, like, you know...
I don't know if you guys had any of those problems.
Well, see, I'm in a college dorm room, so, like, that's not possible for, like, me. No, I'm, like, 75% of the time. But I'm graduating, so I hope that won't be, like, an issue anymore. But, like, for that, like, time period, yeah, I was, like, I wasn't gonna bother.
I don't know if Rick had any problems like that with his Kinect.
I'm
not sure how big your...
Yeah, once I got the right height, it was a lot better. But it still has somewhat trouble just because I'm fairly tall and my son isn't yet. So there's like a big height discrepancy, so it sometimes did have trouble.
Or when you played with Marcus.
Yeah, well, no, I don't have him over to my house. I'm not crazy.
That doesn't sound nice. If he listens to this now, he's going to cry.
I just imagine when you're playing a game... Sorry. But, like, you're playing a game, you know, you're really hardcore using the Kinect, and then one of your kids goes over, hello, Daddy, hugs you or something, throws off the Kinect, and you, like, die. You know?
You do realize
stuff like that has happened, yes. We're playing the game, and the one kid walks in front of the other one, and then the Kinect's like, whoa, I can't find you. And I'm like, shut up, it's right there. Just
yeah. You do realize we're also going to have a response video to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
With you saying, yeah, I don't have Marcus to my house, I'm not crazy. We're going to have a response video of Marcus hugging a photograph of you on a chair, crying while singing, goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
He's going to be eating ice cream.
Yes. He's going to be eating ice cream and watching Ryan Reynolds romantic comedies. Like
that mop commercial. Baby, come back.
Or watching the Sisterhood of Travelling Pants. Oh, that's an error I want to happen with the Xbox, but it won't. I wish you didn't have to say Xbox at the beginning, but I understand it because of how hilarious some of these glitches would be. But how hilarious it would be with any sort of Kinect if you had the voice options on, Richter? If you're like, woman, where's my pants? Woman, when you're speaking to your wife, woman, where's my pants? And suddenly you just hear, you've chose to watch Sisterhood of Travelling Pants on Netflix, and it just plays it, and you're like, oh!
That would be amazing. Or at least can I call my Xbox something else? Like if I can like choose to give it a nickname or something, so I could be like, bitch, turn on this fucking channel or something like that, you know? Or I could call it like whatever I want. Or it could be like.
Just because I know he watches our stuff, apparently, thanks to Stacy, one of her friends. Stacy's like, I need to get my. Oh, she's like shouting at her friend, Renan, come here. You selected to play Rain Man.
Oh my gosh. But that'd be cool if I could just be like, if I could just call it anything. Like, I could call it like, Bob, turn this on, or or maybe I'll name it like something crazy like Gilgamesh.
Oh, yeah. You fucking piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit. You selected Twilight.
I want that to happen.
Now pulling up 2 Girls, 1 Cup. No.
That needs to happen when your kids are playing, like your daughter's got friends over. What's going on? Oh, Daddy, we're just 2 girls having a tea party with our cup. 2 girls, 1 cup.
I understand. And turns on like, what is no?
I'm imagining a slow motion. No, you dive into cover her eyes.
Leave this into Father's favors.
Yeah.
Daddy, I understand why it did that, but I don't understand why it was already saved on your hard drive. You don't need to worry about that. Go to your room.
Victor's wife walks in, oh, this again. You're watching this again. No, it's the same hour. Really?
Like the South Park. We want our crime drama murder porn, like.
Yeah, investigative murder porn.
That was an awesome episode.
Yeah, it was.
I want to see the part 2 of the PlayStation 4 Xbox Black Friday thing.
Yeah, I also loved the message behind that, where a lot of people were like, yeah, they're parodying how bad those shows are. And I'm like, no, they're parodying the fact that everyone's targeting video games because it's violent. But yet, TV show and movies have the same amount of violence and shit, and everyone just lets it slide.
And they learn how to use Minecraft just so they can watch murder porn.
It's like I heard a stupid complaint with that the other day. Mm-hmm. I actually heard someone on one of the radio shows over here was debating the video game thing, and they were like, well, video games is evil, video games is wrong, there's violence, there's sex, and there's stuff like that, and then blah 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 blah. And the counter argument was, yes, but that's the same type of stuff in films, TV shows, and stuff like that. And they go, yeah, and the person replied, yes, but you have to choose what movie or TV show to watch. And I'm like, you have to choose what game to buy! How is that different?
In the end, they ended up doing the same.
Clearly.
The games.
They did the same thing anyway. It's like, you just killed me with a pickaxe. Yes, I know. Now do it again in the bedroom. I've always fantasized about this. And they're like killing each other and making all these murder scenes. Like, I fucking hate you. I love you, honey. This is the best game ever. Like, yeah.
My last bit, just before we've gone way off topic, I think we need to kill this. I will say one last complaint with a launch console. The PS3. Tell me you guys know exactly what I'm getting at with this.
It's not going to be obsolete at all.
The PS3, when it launched, they kept advertising Blu-ray, stunning HD graphics, mind-blowing graphics thanks to Blu-ray technology, standard definition cable included. I'm like, when I bought it, I was like, where's the HDMI cable? Oh, for fuck's sake. And I had to go all the way to the shop and buy a HD cable to plug it in to make it actually, HD, so the Blu-ray and all the features you're advertising matter. Because I'm sorry, if you watch a standard definition Blu-ray, it doesn't look much better than if you watch a DVD. Now, if you're watching HD, an upscaled DVD still does not look as good as a Blu-ray. Cool. I can appreciate that. Why not include the cable?
Because you have to give us all the monies to make the money to grow.
I also don't like the Wii. Apparently, the Wii U is the first console to come with a HDMI at launch. Cool. Yep. I don't like the HDMI cable it came with. It's fucking tiny.
It is. It's really cheap. That's why I use the Monster one for everything.
I will say, I hate to say this, but the quality of a HDMI cable doesn't matter. Because Monster, it's digital, which means the Monster cables with the gold-plated shit, it's something they tell you need, but you don't, there's no difference.
Well, it's certainly longer.
I wasn't aware if you knew that, Stacey. But, yes, it's longer. Longer is better, because I don't want my with the length of with the Wii U cable where the HDMI slot is on my TV. My Wii U, in order to be hooked up HDMI, has to sit right next to my fucking TV, which means I don't want to put a disc in there because I still remember the old. Because I don't know if it's the same nowadays, but I still remember the old VHS tapes. So if you put them near a speaker, they get warped and shit. I don't know if DVDs and Blu-rays do that now, but I'm still always suspicious.
I don't think it so much warped as it would just screw up the magnetic stuff on the VHS tape.
Yeah, I meant it warped the picture. I made it go, and it did the same with DVDs back in the day.
Yeah, sometimes I'm worried about having my 3DS or like something near a speaker.
For the same reason?
Yeah, I'm like, should I do this? Might it screw up the memory card? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I don't know. But yes, I can understand that.
I never heard of that.
PS3 right next to TV.
Yeah, but let's end this.
Alright,
Finish.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Hadouken.
That's okay then. That was Anastasia Laserbeam with her fighting game knowledge there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
That was our topic on
Please
launch consoles. Yes.
I don't know how to say. Please take us out.
Okay. Yes. So that was our discussion on console launches, and this has been another XGR with Chris, aka the Mole, Anastasia Laserbeam, and myself, the stay-at-home dad gamer. Good night, everybody.